In the latest addition to the I Tried playlist, I recently attempted to create a papier-mâché bowl in a mold without using petroleum jelly.
Good bloody luck.
If you've never seen me before, my name is Renee and I'm a multimedia artist. My specialty is creating things in paper. This is a paper clay bowl that I'm attempting to pry free from the plastic version that was used as a mold. For context, on previous videos on this channel, I've recommended applying petroleum jelly to the surfaces of molds before applying any kind of paper mache. Sort of like coating a pan before you bake a cake. But some viewers have understandably expressed concerns about using petroleum jelly. As in, will it affect the surface of my paper project, and how will paint adhere to it? In past projects, I had sometimes experienced bowls and other shapes being damaged as I attempted to remove them from their molds. This was my reason for using petroleum jelly. Be sure to hang out to the end of the video because I'll be sharing some alternative options to petroleum jelly for release agent. Recently, I had begun to notice how pieces often had the tendency to pull away from the molds themselves as they shrunk and dried. This made me curious as to whether coating with a release agent was even necessary, especially in the case of flexible plastic or silicone shapes. For me, removing a paper shape from its original form successfully, it largely depends on timing. I've had the best luck with pulling things out of their molds without any damage when they're either almost dry or completely dry. I discovered this in instances where I was busy and some pieces were neglected, and I would come back to them having fully dried, hardened, shrunken, and having popped out of their molds on their own. So for this next bowl I'm making, I decided to give it a try, creating a paper clay bowl in a mold without anything to prevent it from sticking. I'm also trying out filming content using my glasses, so my apologies in advance if the video is a little shaky. I pressed the paper clay into my plastic bowl without applying any sort of petroleum jelly or other release agent and allowed it to dry. Here, the bowl is almost completely dry, and I was able to successfully remove it with little or no damage. If you will, tell me in the comments what the weather is doing in your part of the world. Because where I live, it has been winter one day, summer the next day, spring the next day, and then back to winter, with confused trees and the ever-looming threat of pollen. As I edit this video, I have the use of only one nostril, and as I have demonstrated in a previous video, which I will link in the description and or the comments, if the little imperfections or irregularities that occur naturally on these pieces sometimes bug you, you can always use a little excess paper clay and slip to touch them up. And now for the final verdict. My findings are that paper mache can indeed be successfully removed from molds without damage, without the use of petroleum jelly. If, however, you do struggle with removing paper mache from the molds, I recommend using petroleum jelly or one of the alternatives you'll see listed on your screen. You may have noticed this piece has 2 holes in it. Those are actually intentional. If you'd like to see the outcome of this piece, including what those holes are for, then head on over to my Patreon and become a member. I'll be sharing a video over there for my contributing members detailing the process of creating this piece, including what it ultimately becomes. I hope you found this video useful, informational, or at the very least entertaining. If so, I invite you to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.